The Chiefs can clinch the AFC West with a win this weekend versus Las Vegas. What's going on, Chiefs Kingdom? I'm the host of the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports, Jace Andrews. And we appreciate you watching us today. We're going to talk about AFC playoff scenarios and how exactly the Chiefs can get the 1 seed, a rooting guide for this weekend to tell you who to root for and who to not root for, along with how the Chiefs can clinch a playoff spot this weekend and clinch a playoff spot by clinching the AFC West. But I will say this, it is another Raiders hate week. We've had one of those this week, or rather this year before, so do me a favor. Let's spam the comments with FLV. I need 1,000 in the chat. Let's just get in there and spam that crap because, listen, Raiders hate week deserves some FLVs. What's going on, Chiefs Kingdom? We appreciate you taking some time out of your day to join us here for this playoff picture/Raiders preview. Plus, we're going to give you some facts about Christmas Day games. Now, the Chiefs have actually played in 3. We will tell you what happened in those 3 later on in the show. But for now, let's look at this opponent and the opponent the Chiefs have already played before. They beat them back in Week 12 against the Raiders 31-17, where Mahomes had just under 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. But the big name in that game for the Chiefs was both Isaiah Pacheco and Rashee Rice. Rashee had actually his breakout game, over 100 yards the first time in his career and a touchdown, and Isaiah Pacheco had 2 touchdowns. I'd like to see another performance from both those guys, as it seems as though Pacheco is good to go for this Monday game against the Las Vegas Raiders. I'll be happy to see him back in uniform on the field in Arrowhead. It's a nice Christmas present, to say the least. Now, Aiden O'Connell will still be the quarterback, and Josh Jacobs should be back this Monday as well. But overall, I think Jacoby Myers might not be the leading receiver. It could be Mr. Devontae Adams. Now, if we take a look at the AFC playoff picture, a lot of things here that I think you have to know. The first one is that the Chiefs are still 1 game back of the Dolphins. They're also still 2 games back of the Baltimore Ravens. Now, how exactly can they still gain that 1 seed? Well, there's multiple different ways, I think you have to say. So, there's still a shot. It's just a little harder now because, again, it's not you, and the loss that you were hoping for the Ravens against the Jaguars did not happen. So the Ravens are the one that is 2 games ahead. Let's kind of look at them first. If we look at their schedule here, we talked about that Week 15 game against the Jaguars. Would have been nice for them to lose. They did not. 23-7. Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars have now lost a couple in a row, and they honestly look like frauds all of a sudden. Kind of hate to say it. But 2 weeks here that could be absolutely huge. You have Week 16 against the 49ers on Monday Night Football, that being after the Chiefs game, so make sure to watch that game. And then Week 17, they have the Dolphins, also a good team. They could lose both those games, and if so, guess what? Then you're right back up there, tied for first place as long as you win out. You need 2 losses, though, at least in these last 3 games for you to have a shot at the number 1 seed. It also includes the Dolphins, though. The Dolphins need to beat the Ravens now, but they need to lose one of these games, which I think it's pretty possible. You have a Cowboys game on this Sunday. You then have the Ravens, like I mentioned, the next week. And then the Bills, who are stifling hot right now and have been playing great football. And have already beat the Dolphins once this season. You need 1 loss over the next 3 games to potentially see yourself as the number 1 seed. There's a lot of kind of intangibles with this. I think it sucks again because you're not able to control this. You're not able to go in and say, oh, if we went out, we're the number 1 seed. No. But the last time the Ravens had the number 1 seed, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. So it's not that bad. We could see that as well. Hopefully that's a good thing. And who knows? Maybe the Chiefs actually end up with the 1 seed. We'll give you a little bit of a rooting guide here. But let me know. Can the Chiefs get the number 1 seed in the AFC? Type 1 for yes. Type 2 for no. Let me know in the comment section of today's video. Will the Chiefs be able to sneak out that number 1 seed in the AFC? This is a huge week. I think this week, you honestly need 2 losses. I think if you can get 2 losses this week, there is a very real shot you could get that 1 seed. Now, the rooting guide. How do you choose these games? Who to root for? Well, here you go. The 2 losses that are needed this week. The Ravens take on the 49ers. You need the Ravens to lose. You have the Dolphins versus the Cowboys. You need the Dolphins to lose. If these games can both be losses for the for the Dolphins and for the Ravens, then guess what? That makes it, and you win, obviously. You're 1 game back of the number 1 seed. You're tied with the 2 seed, actually technically ahead of the Dolphins because you have the tiebreaker against them. So that opens up the possibility because then you have the Ravens-Dolphins, and the Ravens Steelers. And if they lose one of those games and you win, you could be the number 1 seed. But this is a big week. I think if the Ravens beat the 49ers, it's probably in and out for the number 1 seed for the Kansas City Chiefs. With that being said, make sure you go root on your Chiefs. And if you're still looking maybe to go to this weekend's game around this Monday's game on Christmas and watch the Kansas City Chiefs, well, go to Game Time and get your tickets there. You can get $20 off by using code ChiefsChat at the redeem code section. We'll tell you how to do that here in just a second. But Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for sports, music, comedy, and theater events in your area. You shouldn't have to worry about buying tickets to your next big event, and Game Time will give you the peace of mind when buying tickets with their best price guarantee. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with last-minute ticket deals, flash deals, zone deals. They've got a ton of good options, and ultimately their app is super user-friendly. In fact, I use Game Time, I got to be honest, like 2 or 3 times a month at this point. I am one guy that does not like to plan stuff. I'm a last-minute guy, so when it comes to tickets at the last minute, Game Time is perfect for me. In fact, I went to a college basketball game this past Saturday. Got the tickets Friday night for a Saturday morning game. Super easy. And again, their app is super user-friendly. You go in there, you can see the best deal, you can see the cheapest, and you get a full 360 view of your seat when you click into it. It's nice because you know what you're paying for before you even click pay. But to click pay, it's super easy. It takes about a couple clicks to get your tickets. And again, Chiefs Chat, that is the code to get $20 off, special here for Chiefs Report watchers. So go into the redeem code section and redeem that code Chiefs Chat for $20 off. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Once again, download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code Chiefs Chat for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CHIEFS CHAT Chiefs Chat, no spaces, for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets at the lowest price guarantee. The Chiefs' schedule here, as the schedule winds down, you have the Raiders on Christmas. You have the Bengals, and then you have the Chargers. These are all 3 winnable games, especially since the Bengals do not have Joe Burrow. It'll be Jake Browning at the best. And so I think you have to look at this as these are not games that are must-wins, but they are games that you would like to win just for confidence. Even if you do not get the number 1 seed in the AFC, if you go into playoff season on the back of 4 wins, you have to feel good. Even if you're the 2 seed, you have to feel good. And I'll tell you what, this Christmas game, you don't know what you're doing for Christmas. You don't know if you're going to watch the game with your family. You don't know if you're going to watch the game wherever you are. Well, why don't watch the game with us? Maybe invite your family along, or turn it on while you're watching opening Christmas presents in the morning. We're going to have a live watch party, Chiefs versus Raiders on Christmas. We got the nice NFL on Christmas on CBS. We're going to be live to join Christmas with you. If you're opening presents with your family, if you're watching us, if you're having a good time, either way, just make sure you join us for a live Christmas watch party. We'll be live at 11 a.m. Central Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time for the Chiefs versus Raiders watch party. We'd appreciate if you join us. Plus, we've got a December challenge going on for one of the biggest giveaways in Chiefs Report history. Here are the leaders of the December leaderboard right now. We've got Ronald Akers sitting on a nice $100 lead almost at 512. Will Markham, who has told me he plans on winning, so I trust Will there. Michelle Shelgren, who also had a big week this past Sunday, she could be definitely in the mix to win that giveaway. Tammy Jackson and Charles Bark also in there on that December leaderboard. You could be a part of it too. Join us on Christmas, and that giveaway is going to be something of legend. So if you want to get a part of it, we got 2 more live shows coming up in December. We got the Raiders game, and we got the Bengals game on New Year's Eve for the last one. Hopefully, we're going to have a good, fun time, and we'll reveal what that amazing giveaway is that night, so make sure you join us there. The Christmas Day record actually is kind of funny. The Chiefs have played 3 games on Christmas. They're 2-1. The Raiders have played 2 games on Christmas. They're 0-2. Now, that's kind of funny because, well, the Chiefs and Christmas seem to just go together. It just kind of makes sense. Red, red. That's the way it is. Plus, Patrick Mahomes is like the Santa for Kansas City Chiefs fans. Now, the games, well, they were closer in some games and not exactly close in others. Chiefs actually played in the first ever year of Christmas Day games back in 1971. They were the nightcap of the 2 games, and they lost the Dolphins 27-24 in double overtime. Since then, though, it's been all dubs. All dubs as they beat the Raiders by 1 point back in 2004. And the last time they took on a team on Christmas Day was back in 2016, where they beat the Broncos 33-10. Hopefully, it's a similar score this Sunday this Monday when they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. I want to beat down. I don't want to sit there and have my Christmas be filled with stress. I want to be watching the Chiefs up by 24, chilling, having fun, doing Super Chat giveaways. drinking some eggnog with my friends here on the Chiefs Report. Let me know who you got for this game. If you got Kansas City, then type KC. If you had the Las Vegas Raiders, then type LV. Let me know in the comments section who you got for this game. Type KC for the Chiefs, type LV for the Raiders. The Week 16 storylines go as followed. The big one being running backs are back. Funny story there, as not only is it going to be a chance to see two running backs who are really good, but both these running backs have been out. They were both out last week, but check out the past couple weeks. Josh Jacobs should be back from his thigh injury this Monday, as that is the plan for the Raiders. Not officially confirmed yet, but it seems as though he's on track to play. It would kind of, from talking to the Raiders report host here, it would be very mind-numbing if he did not play. But he's not the only running back returning. Pop finally comes back from his 2-week hiatus after getting that shoulder injury back in Green Bay on Sunday Night Football 2 weeks ago, having shoulder surgery to clean up something, whatever Andy Reid wanted to call it. He will be back. I'm excited to watch Pop somebody on Christmas. And these two running backs have had very similar years, to be quite honest with you. The carries, a little more for Josh Jacobs. Obviously, he's played the one more game. Now, the yardage, very similar. Pop, just a couple yards back. And the average. People want to talk about Isaiah Pacheco, and they say that he is like a mid-tier running back. No, he is a top-tier running back when he is on the field. 4.4 average, 6 touchdowns tied with Jacobs, and the long for Jacobs, 63, 48 for Pacheco. Funny enough, the 63 long for Jacobs actually came against the Chiefs last time on a 63-yard touchdown run. Hopefully, we do not see any of that upcoming here on this Monday, so that's a nice thing. The second storyline, well, you have a chance to clinch the AFC West, and I mentioned it that it's a very simple way to clinch it. In fact, it's 3 words. Just win, baby. Just win. That's all you got to do is just win. You win, it doesn't matter what happens. You are AFC champions, AFC West champions, and you're a 10-point favorite at home at Arrowhead on Christmas. What better Christmas gift that the Chiefs and Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce can all give to their fans than just saying, hey, guys, we're going back to the playoffs and we won the AFC West again. That'd be so nice. I'm excited for it. We're going to be live. Make sure you join us because we're going to be popping bottles once they win. We know it. We're going to have a fun time. It's going to be a good time. So join us, and the Chiefs can do it with just a win, baby. Just win. Now, the last one is Christmas rivalry. We've kind of mentioned this before, but Chiefs versus Raiders is a true rivalry. In fact, we talked about it a couple weeks ago, but I'd like to bring up this quote one more time because I think it has so much volume when you talk about NFL rivalries. Patrick Mahomes was the one who said this. Raiders Week is the one rivalry in this league that I feel is like a college rivalry. You have that little bit of hatred toward that team, and you can feel the energy. It's just different. Yes, it is, Patrick. Yes, it is. Him and Max Crosby have a history, and we saw that last year. I wonder if we get some Christmas fireworks this Monday. But you can be a part of it. Make sure you join us for our live Christmas watch party, Chiefs versus Raiders. And if you want to make sure you don't miss it, well, then hit subscribe, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. That way, you're going to be joining us here for the Chiefs. And on top of which, you get notified 30 minutes before we go live. We'd appreciate it if you're subscribed and turn on that bell. But for now, Chiefs Kingdom, that's all we got. Peace out.